and welcome back to the last and final session of tonight's Writing Lab public reading program. So again, I'm Eugene, okay, and that's Samantha. We are the co-leads of the Writing Lab program. So just remember phones on silent, and if you are proximity of the artworks, just be careful of your. Just try not to knock into anything in case you're moving around, okay? And then the text, of course, in the booklet. All right. So I'll just skip the preamble since everyone has heard it already. Okay. And for this session, Lives and Correspondence, we'll be hearing the writings of Dia and Trisha, drawing from the archives of the art historian T.K. Sabapathy. The writings unspool latent narrative threads within selected archival texts, such as Sabapathy's own writings and a privately circulated unpublished poem by artist Patrick Ng. So the T.K. Sabapathy archives, housed within the resource library that you see behind us, comprises of books, manuscripts, letters, and photographs that introduce processes and lateral connections into the art of reading and interpreting creative practices. So extending Sabapathy's own mode of writing as thinking, their works propose other forms of writing that bear witness to the quiet motions of personal life as it bristles against the complexities of lineage, inheritance, and influence. So with that, please welcome Dia to read an excerpt from their work, Nowhere, No Time, Somewhere, Sometime, Everywhere, Every Time. Okay?
Hi everyone, my name is Dia and I'm a playwright who's mostly interested in writing about movement within Southeast Asia. Mostly like land transport, like train and walking, I suppose. Okay, so this scene was written in response to this untitled poem by Patrick Ng. And it's also the first scene in a vignette play that currently spans 5 scenes across Singapore and Malaysia. So these scenes are all isolated, but I also do like to think of them as like a collage of sorts. I think all of these scenes and the one you're about to hear should matter very little, but also quite a lot. Thank you, Sharon.
1. What final evidence lay in perceptions or in common sense? A condo in Mount Kiara, Kuala Lumpur, 5:59 p.m., 30th August. Darkness. We only hear the sounds of a cupboard being opened, a loud zip being undone, hangers falling, wheels of a luggage scraping against it. When the lights come up, we see wife in a bit of a state in her own room. Everything is on the floor, and her luggage is overfilled with clothes. We watch her trying to decide which ones to bring with her, which ones to maybe discard. A knock on the door. Chauffeur enters. She's holding an opaque envelope.
I have it.
Perfect. Just leave it on the dining table.
Are you taking it with you?
Yes, but I need to double check them later.
I'll leave it on your bed.
No, I cannot concentrate here. I need to double check everything. I still have to pack.
Yes, but then
He's not coming home.
we have to be...
Cautious, I know.
Last time
I know what he did.
just in...
In case he comes back, I'll call the police. If he tries anything, you know what to do.
You're shaking.
I'm not. I'm just...
Don't be afraid.
I'm not.
There's security downstairs.
I'll call the police if he...
You sure you can? Want me to...
Go and balik, okay? You're done for the day. Don't need to pick up Kevin at KLCC. He called to say he's leaving with friends. Thank you.
Chauffeur exits. Wife closes the door. She continues trying to pack. Another furtive knock.
I said...
What do you change your name to?
If I told you, there would be no point in changing it.
Wife opens the door. Chauffeur is still holding the envelope.
I have a feeling
There's nothing.
this will be you in a few days.
Yes.
You will be...
Someone else entirely.
Can you tell me the first one?
First what?
Your new first name.
I can't.
I can try to use it. See what it sounds like. If it suits you.
You can just call me madam when you see me now. And next time, if I get to come back. I don't know if I will.
I haven't called you that in 3 years.
So you can start again now.
First name, that's all.
Chauffeur hands the envelope back to the wife. She takes a moment before she opens it, briefly skims over the papers before quickly shoving it back into the envelope. She places the envelope furtively on her bed.
Sam,
Sam?
that's only part of it.
Oh,
That's all you get. If you're not happy, then you can call me madam. Oh, how about you interview?
interview?
30 questions with me as Sam. You get to know me with this name just for this time.
Okay. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
How are you, Sam?
You sure you want to ask me boring questions?
Still question what?
Well then, I'm very, very fine, thank you. I will be traveling in a few days.
I can see.
I don't know what clothes to bring with me.
I can see you have a lot of clothes.
Yes, so many.
Is your favorite color white?
It might be. Purely an accident though. Such a boring color, but I like it the best.
But it's a pure color.
Blank slate. You can mix it in with anything.
Yes.
A fresh start.
How do you feel about...
Leaving here?
Yeah, I've not left KL in a few years. I'm bosan a bit, you know.
KL, Kuala Lumpur. I think sometimes maybe I want, but then I remember I don't know what I want a lot of the time. You know what? You should go on a holiday after I'm gone.
Maybe in December.
Where would you go?
Thailand, maybe Krabi. Somewhere with sun.
Malaysia doesn't give you enough, that is it.
Maybe I just don't get bored of it lah. The sun, I mean.
You are not a very good interviewer.
How many questions do I have left?
I don't know. Maybe 27, 26 to that question.
Where are you staying when you go to Singapore?
I cannot tell you.
I'm not following you.
You mind if I do?
Wife throws some clothes out of the suitcase. She compares the clothes to shuffle.
You can take some of this.
They wouldn't fit me.
Just try one on.
I'm too big lah.
Just try.
I can't.
I can't bring them all there.
We can arrange for you.
You don't need to just take one.
I really
Well
can't.
then don't just go home then.
Sam,
I'm not used to that yet.
how will you be travelling?
I've gotten a bus.
Oh,
If you leave, you may as well take the scenic route.
it's quite tiring, the drive. My father used to do it with the whole family in the back seat. I hated all of them by the time we could get somewhere.
Well, there's buses to go anywhere. Penang, Langkawi, Port Dickson. Just a matter of when.
Sometimes those drivers leave their passengers at the side of the road.
Are you trying to scare me?
I mean, what would you do if that happened?
Hitchhike. Call another bus. Go to the police.
I wish I could be as reactive as you.
Asalkan sampai.
Wife hasn't spoken Malay to shuffle in years.
Jadi kau puas?
Ya. Aku puas. Aku puas hati. Aku syukur. Kau orang yang tahu tanggungjawab dia. Kau faham. Bagus. Bagus kau selamatkan aku. Bagus kau kat sini dengan aku.
Wife continues to pack. Lights fade.
And then finally, please welcome Trisha to read an excerpt from her work, The Archives Road to Nowhere.
So as Eugene has mentioned, my piece will be responding to the TK Sabah Party archives, but it's also responding to the museum and its archives as a whole. I struggled a lot with this piece, and this is what came out of processes of like looking both at the works around me and internally at myself. So this is an excerpt from the Archives Road to Nowhere.
Trisha is seated in the resource gallery. She is seated in one of 11 to 12 chairs, which are arranged in a circle. Audience members are free to sit in the chairs or to gather anywhere around her. The scene starts when Trisha throws a collection of notes, printouts, and her notebook into the center of the circle.
I want to say that everything has history. That seems self-evident, right? Time goes on and everything it leaves behind is history. That's why the resource gallery exists, It is an archive of things left behind, like vases that no longer hold water and textiles that don't drape on anyone's body.
Trisha points at the small brown candy.
Take that, Candy. We did a writing exercise in our second writing lab workshop. Ila, our facilitator, asked us to write a quick piece speculating about the life of the candy. I wrote the following.
Trisha clears her throat loudly. At the same time, young Trisha jumps out from behind the shelves to read Trisha's print writing exercise.
Back when she was a candy, back before she had been bought by a pasty ghost-like man, she loved to store water. It was a feeling of being really full, which she thought of whenever she was empty. Her body, full of liquid, was sometimes hot, sometimes cold. These were the words used by the lady who owned her, who she missed very much. That woman had given her a use, a touch, a gender, back before glass.
As young Trisha exits, Trisha clears her throat again.
So you see, even in fiction, I couldn't help but think of its history. I had the whole theoretical world in front of me, and I still felt inclined to look back. Why not a speculative sci-fi future where the candy becomes part of the body of a makeshift laser gun? Or why not a dystopian parallel reality where I throw the candy at the head of a zombie after a virus breaks out on the NUS campus? Even magic realism could be fun, and I could look at the life of an art handler who accidentally discovers the genie trapped in the vessel.
Trisha walks over to the candy. She presses her hand to the glass in front of the candy, caressing it lightly.
But these are all fictional possibilities I thought of much, much later. If I were to do it all again, I know that my first instinct would have been to go to its history. How many of my peers in the workshop thought otherwise? Just look at that haunting glass case. It is so clear that every piece looks as if they are suspended in mid-air. Almost like the medias res, you know? Like they were stopped in the middle of falling, like this is the moment between its last action and the next. You look at all that space and you wonder,
Trisha directs this question to the candy.
why are you here?
Trisha cups her ear against the glass. She waits for a response. Where she does not get one, she tries to shake it off. She returns to the seat after a prolonged period of silence.
Earlier I told you that everything has history. Actually, that's more of a personal wish than fact. It's why I chose to study history, to be a history major. Deep inside, I wanted to believe that all histories could be recovered, whether it was through oral history interviews, or archaeology, or through archives. All these people lost through the years, some way or somehow I wanted to think that you could find them.
Trisha straightens her back.
But the reality is that not everybody gets to be remembered. Not everyone is collected in the archives, or has their candy bought by a colonial-era museum curator, so that others can imagine your story when it's SG-60. Some people are just gaps in the narratives created by their own descendants.
Trisha addresses the audience.
So let me ask all of you, how long do you think you personally are going to be remembered? Show of hands? Show of hands? Yeah. How long do you think you'll be remembered after you die?
50 years.
50 years, it's not bad. Anybody else? I think 50 years is not too bad. I guess you think you're still quite important. But okay lah, we all think that we're going to be forgotten at some point, right? There's an end date in our minds. History is just like that. At some point, even history becomes history.
Trisha is a bit worked up. She walks to the center and stands in front of her notes.
And that's the truth behind why I really wanted to take part in writing that. I wanted to run away. I wanted to shirk the responsibility of historical fact-finding. That way, if I couldn't find a historical truth, I could still write a fictional one.
Trisha bends down to pick up her scattered notebooks and papers. Young Trisha helps her.
This is the history of this work. It started as a tour, it was briefly a play, and now it is a lecture performance on what it means to fictionalize history. I'll tell you the story of how I ended up here, and maybe we can figure out where to go next.
And see.
Thank you, Trisha. With that, we have come to the end of the last session of the public reading, and please join me in thanking the writers again for the reading. Trisha, as well as all other associations. So thank you for joining us for this session. Okay, so please follow our ushers the cargo lift. And once again, thank you and have a pleasant night. Thank you.